Good morning. Good heckin' morning. Good morning. Congratulations, Zay, on being the first streak ever in this channel. They finally let us have them. Everybody be ready for Zay to win them all. Win them all. Haku's here. Haku's here, everybody. Take a bow. Take a bow, Zay. Take a bow. We finally got streaks. Now you can streak through my chat. Everybody take off your pants. You're apparently allowed now. Good morning, Rainbow. Good morning, Zay. Good morning, Leon. Good morning, Glid. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Ume. Good morning, Pixie. Good morning. No guard. Good morning. I saw Psychly here earlier. Good morning. Good morning. If I didn't say good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Joke's on you, I don't have pants on. I do. I put on my pants today. Happy Fish Hat Friday. Happy Fish Hat Friday. Hi, Crafty Odd Mama. Hi, Ghost Glass. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? Haku's here, and he loves you. Good heckin' morn. Good heckin' morn. I work from home, so sometimes it's just no pants for a while. That's okay. I have shorts on. Look at you. I would say shorts are a form of pants because they cover up your other regions, but you know. I have no pants. I have shorts on. Where do y'all live where you can wear shorts this time of year? Good golly. I have to wear pants or I'm gonna freeze my buns off. But that's just me. That's just me. Hi, Haku. That's not treats, sir. Florida. Apologies. I wear shorts until it's 28 degrees outside. So look at you not being chilly. Look at all y'all not being chilly. Haku, I'm making a mess. Who let me be in charge of the yarn? You were supposed to be in charge. I'm wearing fleece-lined pants. See? An individual who knows how to put on pants. How rare. How rare, Haku. How rare. Hello. You're staring hardcore at the yarn. There's no treats down there. I know the treats used to be down there. They're no longer down there. Sir. I have a tangle of yarn here. I gotta do this thing. Haku is beyond adorable. I worship you, Haku. Zay worships you, just so you know. Are you aware? Are you aware of how loved you are? Well, yeah, most people here do too, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna judge them. I have poor temperature regulation, as you may know. And I will judge you if you're not wearing appropriate attire. Where doth hast, Haku? I know I have several of this size crochet hook. Now suddenly I cannot find a singular one. It's tragic. This will work. That'll do it. That'll do it. Hey, Ghost! Dragon Priestess! Pixie, that's That's 5! Are we ready for this to be a regular occurrence? Cause I'm not. I feel like I'm gonna get a little more, I have no streak. It still doesn't let you have it? Glued, I've had that problem up until recently, and now suddenly it allows me to have streaks, including in my own channel. No buttons always. I'll put my clothes back on now. Hi TK, good morning. It doesn't let me. Not even, not in mod mode. I have them in science, it's just not showing up here for some reason. Interesting. I had never had them in science until probably just... They opened it up for... They did a whole overhaul on it. Yeah, I checked. Not in mod mode too. Interesting. Click on the, channel points thing. Does it say at all that you could have it get a streak? Need a streak emote, kind of like panic. Do a remind. Do a remind. No, but not. Interesting that it doesn't go to all of you. Well, some people have streaks now. I wasn't allowed to have streaks, even in channels that had them until this last thing. So this was my first, when they opened it up to my channel, I started being able to get them elsewhere, because I've been getting them in other channels now. I could get science, but only if I was on a computer. But now they've opened it up to me on mobile. They let mobile users have streaks now. Well, at least me on mobile is allowed to have streaks. And yeah. So now I'm streaking everywhere. I had it in my channel since the launch. It seemed I seem to get them everywhere. Yeah, I didn't. I never was able to get them anywhere. Mostly because I view most of the streams I'm in on mobile, because I'm usually not at my computer after work. Haku, it's not treats. It's yarn. Yarn. It's not treats. Promise. Yarn, not treats. I promise. Mom sir. But you have it on mobile. Ooh, Ume, check your phone then. Check your phone then. Next streak announcement will be on 5 on Tuesday. As for you, streaks seem to be really hit and miss. Yes, they are. Or do you mean like Twitch is doing an announcement on that? We will be able to. Yeah, I feel like since it opened up to most people in my chat at the same time, every time it hits that, we're gonna have so many people hitting a streak on the same day, which is kind of silly, kind of funny. Kind of funny. Dragon Priestess, I have a package ready to send out to you. Also, Katie, I also have a package I'm sending out to you. And also, Ghost, your package is going out today as well. I really need streaks to prove my loyalty. I have 177 early crew redeems. Yeah. Yeah, most people don't. It's just gonna be interesting to see, you know, that, you know, whomst we didn't know was streaking all this time. Just because they weren't here early. You know? You know, Zay, I figured you'd be the first to get it. I figured. Haku's yarn. You get channel points for hitting streaks too. Yeah. You do. You get channel points for hitting streaks too. Enjoy. Okay. Color chart. Cancel. Color chart. Fish. Fish, 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 fish. I need my fish. Which would require me finding my fish. Happy Friday, Jack! How are you? How you doing? Fish, 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 fish. When did we fish our fish, fish, fish? Our fish, 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 fish. Fish, 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 fish. Here we are. Fish! Yes. Yes, fish. I have less channel points than me because I spend all of mine on jars and art. Yeah. Yeah, but Zay, you get like the most channel points per, as far as I saw, when we were all sharing our year-end stuff. We were all sharing our year-end stuff. I think you had gotten the most channel points. Channel points earned. Hi, Chumpy! How are you? My channel point bucket's nearly empty. Yeah, that's because you spend them all in gambling. That's because you gamble all yours away on Stablewood. And you use them for art. My neck is stiff and hurts, otherwise okay. Aww. I hope your neck starts to feel better. I finally got myself a pink shirt to match my pink earrings. I have a lot of pink earrings, but I never had a shirt that matched them. And I saw this shirt at the store the other day, and I was just like, think I will. Think I will. I don't wear pink a lot. Pink has always been, streak is a thing here. I don't see it. It's people are saying it's mostly on mobile that they're seeing it. Yeah, I am wearing JC earrings. Everybody exclamation point JC. Well, one of you exclamation point JC. These were the last pair of these, but if you asked, maybe JC would make you a pair. They're moths with little light bulbs. They're super cute. They're super cute. They're so cute. We can even give JC the big shout out. Because why not? JC can't stop us. JC can't stop us. Not right now. Oh, hi Haku. Where did I leave my... Hey, sir. I know you're anxious for treats. You cannot just acquire the catnip for yourself. This is not how it works. B said you tell tells hi for B. Hi B. Hi B. Oh, look at the babies. Look, it's all the babies.
So you can see the silly faces they make.
It's all the babies.
I can't see chat. Why you bonk me?
It's all the babies. Haku has a message for you. Just so you know, Haku has a message for you. Are you ready? Haku would like you to know that it's been 10 minutes at least since he ate. And now he's gonna riot. Where did they even go? You knocked them down. He's like, Momster! Momster! Give me treats! You're talking to the computer. Glue, thank you for the $10 to the BCRF. I take it you want to give the boy treats. He is so ready. Is it treats or nip? Give that cat a treat for God's sake. Okay. He's so ready. He's so ready. Golganek! Hi, Golganek! Good morning, you beautiful bean decker. Deck.
Golganek just subscribed for 26 months. Hashtag Hakunom.
How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hi, Golganek! Haku is here to let everyone know that we are fundraising for the BCRF, Breast Cancer Research Foundation. We are also $15 away from a boob ghost giveaway. Good morning, Golganek. Thank you for the 28 happy months. Find you a blue ball. Oh. Blue ball. This blue ball is for you. We squeezy it. He's licking up the dregs of the crumbs of the treat left behind. I'm doing better, that's what counts. Yes, it does. And I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Let's go see the balls. It goes into the jar with a Haku ripped off this arm, and I need to get more tape before it will stay put again. That's what happened to this arm, is Haku keeps ripping it off. How you been, Golganek? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Haku is being a menace. Needs a hand with something, it seems. Yes. Maybe he's trying to get the skeleton hand to get him treats. Possibly, maybe. A little bit. Possibly, maybe a little bit.
Hello there.
Hi, Scarlett. Good morning. You know, coffee just hits different when it's in your favorite cup. How's your water taste? Good. It tastes fine today. I'm having much roofing work done. Wallet, ouch. Oof. Much better today. Sometimes my brain just does me a disservice when it comes to water. Because it's like, you know that spicy thing where, like, you taste something and, you're like, this texture's good. And then you taste the same thing later that day, like water. And it's like, ew, gross. And it's the same water from the same tap. Makes no sense. Okay? This is my favorite coffee cup. Coffee just tastes better out of this cup. I don't know why. This is a good cup. It's a good cup. It's a good cup. If you have no roof. Yeah. Well, we'll find you a place, Dag. Don't make me come over there. It's a good cup. It's a good cup. Katie got me this cup. It's my favorite cup. Coffee tastes the best out of it. It's almost like if your friend gives you a cup. Sometimes you feel the love when you drink out of it. If you come here, live here, I might be able to afford a place. Just pretty slim, actually. I actually don't. I don't know. Depending on how much stuff over there costs, probably not. I can barely afford to live where I live sometimes. Oh, just don't say nip. You just tell me in chat if you want nip. It sounds awkward. Different colored Yeti coffee cups. The coffee tastes better out of the brick red one. See, I can't do Yeti, stuff. Like, I had a Yeti travel mug when I worked, and, I am traumatized from the amount of times I drank my coffee out of that cup. And then my brain told me I was tasting something other than coffee. And that's not just Yeti ones in general, but it's just travel mugs in general, because I don't have a sense of taste. So my brain requires me to see what I'm drinking in order to know what it's drinking. Oh no, you're fine, Golganek. It's just Deck joking back. Kind of. Because, this is just how Deck is. Deck's not trying to make you feel bad. Katie, you want 4? We're gonna do a giveaway for a boob ghost. It's kind of like when someone complains about their house and I'm just like, oh, I wish I could afford a house. It's mostly just, you know, being sass. To be sass. It's no one's fault I can't afford. I mean, actually, it is someone's fault. Thanks, economy. Uh, thanks, Akano. You can live in my house. I don't think I can. I'm sorry. My cat would bully your dogs. We have a giveaway. For a boob ghost. For a boob ghost. I just need to remember what the giveaway account thing is. Not off the top of my head. I'm gonna like go search it out precisely because I am not responsible for remembering these things. For like a weekend? Someday? Maybe. We'd have to talk. Stuff and things. Boob ghost! Boob ghost! Exclamation point join! Also, I'm gonna summon the boy. Haku! Haku! Katie says treat. Katie says treats for Haku. Katie says treats for Haku. Hi, China! Is this for the little boob ghost? This is for the little boob ghost. This is for the little boob ghost. Little boob ghost. If we reach our goal, we would do a big boob ghost. So, this is for like yay size. Did you ever? I did during stream, and then I regretted my choices because then my face turned red. Cause your face, what? My face turned red. Like, whoa. China. These little things are adorable. You're gonna want one. They're cute. They're cute. They're little booby ghosts. You have to be, unfortunately right now you may have to be in the US not to incur any sort of importing fees. You do have to be following. You do have to be in the Discord. Just makes it easier for me to be able to get a hold of you. So, Haku be licking. I have a big boob ghost already. He does have a really long tongue. Look at all this. Look at all that right there. Like, ah, yes, the nip. Ah, the nip. You really want that one, don't you? Oh. That one just doesn't want to get on there, huh? She'll bring you snacks. Exclamation point joint. China's streaking! China's streaking, everybody look! China's streaking, everybody. Everybody look! Everybody look, it's China streaking! He's like, I'm just gonna sit here and try to get the rest of the catnip. Like, yes, the drugs. Yes, the drugs! Yes, the drugs. He's got it stuck to his little nose. You're trying real hard, my man. Oh, my dear. He's trying real hard. Good luck, everybody! It's spinning. Friend, are you following? Are you in the US? Are you in our Discord? We're not in the US. Okay, we can let it re-roll. I just don't want someone to end up with like importation fees. Just in case. It does ship usually in a letter, but sometimes they still grab those. And shipping in out of the country right now is a bit of a pain in the booty. But welcome in, new friends. It's a little bit of a problem right now. I just don't want anyone to end up with any sort of like big fees if there's an issue. Pixie! Because sometimes things get flagged. And the boob ghosts are kind of thick, so sometimes I have to send them as packages. And getting packages out of the US right now is going into isolation. Yeah, it's a problem that we don't like. And none of us are super duper happy about it. And there's things that we would do if we could. But it's a whole hacking problem. Twitch has failed you. No. Reset. The reset button. I have it. I have it on my stream deck even. I'm such a professional streamer. If it works. No, it doesn't work. No, why? Get reset. There we go. There we go. There we go. Pixie, do you want pink? Do you want white? Do you have a certain face you have in mind? Also, TK, did we talk about faces? I did not write down what face you wanted, so if you do have a face in mind. A goofy! No, you wanted a goofy face. I remembered as soon as I said it. Boom goes. Pixie, what color? Color do you want your ghost? Really, you could do any color. I have lots of colors. Scared face, any color. Okay. It was goofball. It was a goofball. I wrote down goof now that I think about it. I wrote it down. Now did I miss a giveaway? Yeah. We just did a boob ghost. We're doing them every 200. Every 200. We give boob ghost away. So there will be another one if we happen to raise $200 more. But if we happen to raise $200 more, we'd be pretty darn close to my goal. Which is what? 630? 630.98. Standard ghost face. So, ooh, face. Hit my head on the end. What are you doing down there? What you doing? What you doing down there? What you doing? Should we be worried? Oh no, I need to go the opposite way. I forgot I need to turn every other. We all know B is gonna steal it. She steals my handmade goodies. She does. Like a handmade goodie or two. She does like a handmade goodie. She likes a handmade goodie. Don't we all? Unfortunately, this new office, I can't sleep under my desk. It's too exposed. No! No! That's sad. I never had a desk in my old job, so. Snorlax, color-wise? Yeah, I can see that. I could see that. It's yeah, it's like a good color, Snorlax. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of said angry blue dragonfish, if we ever make it to 4K follows, I will write a pattern for an angry blue dragonfish. I will write my own pattern for an angry blue dragonfish because I refuse to make another of that pattern that I used for the other one. So at 4K follows, I will write a pattern for an angry blue dragonfish hat. Okay? I will write it myself and I'll do it right. And I will never make that pattern again from the pattern that I used when I made mine. So, if you would like an angry blue dragonfish hat pattern, and you're not currently following this channel, why not give it a try? It's free. It's not too far away, really. Yeah, but we've been fighting for every single follow. DK. I'm at the point in the Twitch algorithm where it dumps follows, and that's why we're having people come in refollowing. Like, I don't know what happened. Twitch unfollowed me. I'm in one of those sections where it's just like nobody can keep a follow. It feels like. We've been close to 4K for almost a year now. So, yeah. That's what it feels like to me on my end, anyways. Yeah, because the algorithm does this thing. And if you don't stream, like, a lot, you might not notice. Oh, why are you telling me about my extended warranty? I don't... Get out of here. So, Twitch does this thing on the algorithm where every so often, when you're near certain numbers, it dumps your follows. Like, I swear. And it's something I've noticed. Happens, when you're in hundreds, it happens between 50 in about 90, and then thousands, it happens between like 500 and 900. So, like, getting between, like, getting out of those numbers is super hard. Super hard. And I've had a lot of people coming back in like, hey, I thought I was following. This is weird. And I'm like, nope, it just happens. I've just been in algorithm limbo for a year now. I've been close to my next goal for months, like within 50 for months and months. Well, this is a good sign to follow China. Everybody follow China! You won't regret it, she cute. She cute! Yeah, it's real hard to get past that point where it stops dumping. I get my kill from Kels, yeah. Did you inherit it from me? That was my genes. That's the part of China that's came from my genes. That sounds weird. I shouldn't have looked. I was 2 away from 1600. And now I'm at 1592. Yeah, yeah. It's that real close thing. It's real close, but it's a fight to get there. Pixie. Who also streams, and everyone should definitely follow. Hi, Werewolf. Good morning. Werewolf, I do have the dump cat open. Whenever you want to grab that. I do have the listing up and in stock. I keep forgetting to tell you I did that. Keep forgetting to tell you that I did that. I did it almost immediately, but then I forgot to tell you. I'm excited to make snuggles for you. Be like a good dump cat. There, I gotta redo my work because I put my yarn on the wrong side. Hi, Moose! Oh, and hi, Werewolf, too. Yes. I already follow ya. Everybody check on your streamers! I'm just saying, it is a real problem. Like, where the algorithm, you get close to a number and it feels like the algorithm, you're just fighting and fighting and fighting the algorithm. So check your streamers. If there's a streamer you love and you haven't gotten a notification for a while and you feel like you should be getting a notification, just maybe check because the algorithm can unfollow you. And it's good to keep your eye out. Haku's off being a wild man somewhere. Nothing's had catnip. Thanks, Katie. I wanted to tell you what I was knitting. You were knitting? What were you knitting? What kind of knitting were you doing? I'm excited for you. I was knitting last weekend too. Oh, China, I didn't show you. I don't think you were here. I had to learn things. My arm was in pain. No, I didn't show you. I finished them. I'm waiting to get the address. But, good morning, Shiho Geeks! You'll finish the socks. I did. I'm waiting for the address to send them out. Yeah, they're all finished. They're all finished. They're all finished, and they're beautiful, and I should remember to take pictures and send them to you. How was the overstitching? I forgot the other name. Duplicate stitching. Werewolf, thank you for the order. Thank you for getting the dump cat. I am so honored to make Snuggles into a dumpling for you. Duplicate stitches. Yes. Got idea blouse. I'm looking. Oh, why is it a bad idea blouse? Because you'll make it 1,000 bajillion times? It looks fairly simple. I like it. I might have to save it, in fact. I can't wait to add Aaron's cardi when he's done. I can add them to my list. Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you pictures. Let's do a remind. Just so it's on my mind. Because Codex Bot will remember me. I had to learn make one left, make one right in German short rows. It uses fingering weight or mohair. You held together. I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly at all or if it looks right. Interesting. I'm currently knitting a sweater. Actually, China, I don't know if I showed you. Here, you can actually see what it looks like. Yeah, it's pastel rainbow. JC got me this yarn. It's got puff sleeves. There we go, puff it out for you. Puff sleeves. Deliciously puffy sleeves. Looks so cute. The self-striping looks like it's working out well. Oh no, it's not self-striping. I am doing all the stripes myself. And this sweater was supposed to be done in 2 colors, but I'm doing it in 6. Cause I am great. Of course you are. Yeah! Of course I am. The puff sleeves were a nightmare, by the way. China. In case you want to feel. Because I told everyone else this about the puffs is, the sleeves started as 2 stitches. 2 stitches. And within 4 rows, it went from 2 stitches to 47 stitches. For the sleeves. Oh lord. Yeah. Yep. It started as 2, went to 5, from 5 to 11, 11 to 23, 23 to 47. Increasing every other stitch. Not every other, but between the stitches. The increase that it's doing is between the stitches. So you pick up. It's picking up a stitch between 2. Which is a new increase for me. Hold on. I can show you exactly how it's done. You just have to get to the increase, which is only a little bit away. So right now I'm increasing the sleeves. Still. But they only increase at the seam right here, which is not a seam at all. This is one piece still. This has all been done in one piece, which I actually don't mind. I think at some point it's gonna separate the arms and the body, obviously, but what weight yarn? Worsted. But it's a thin worsted. The pattern called for DK, but I'm using a thin. I thought it was self-striping. No, there are a couple ends. I've weaved in most of them as I've gone. So I'm just being responsible and not leaving my ends for more than a couple stripes. I'm just being responsible for once. After I left all of my ends on Brenda's sweater until the end, I decided maybe I shouldn't do that to myself. It's gonna be such a pretty rainbow. Yeah, JC got me this yarn. It's Knit Picks Heatherly. Very soft. Very soft. Kinda. I'm just trying to get the last few stitches because I'll show you how the increase is done on this. The new one for me. I'm used to like knitting forward back or increasing by making one in a direction or so on and so forth. But for this one, it's kind of like an invisible increase. So what you do is you loop the in-between of the last row, and then you knit from the in-between to make a new stitch. So that you don't have like a big increase looking thing. See, it's super neat. Super neat. I like it. I like it a lot. So it's a very neat increase. It doesn't like show a direction. I don't know shit about you. Yeah, so it doesn't show like a direction that you made the stitch in. There is a difference in direction of the stitches on this side and this side, of the sleeve. So I don't know. It looks cute. It looks cute.
Are we gonna go skinny dipping?
Welcome in,
Well,
Raiders.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna make it down this trail, and we're gonna do it as a fully clothed family.
I hope you put
Zytheria
your
just
pants on,
voted with
Raiders.
19 views.
Zytheria, how was your stream? What were you up to? What were you doing? What were you working on? What were you playing? What were you doing? It's good to see you. How are you doing? Noodles? We love noodles. We love noodles. We love a good noodle. We love a good noodle here. How was your stream? The stream was long. I finished off a witchy hat that's covered in moss, mushrooms, tree. Do you have any pictures? Do you have any pictures? The babies? Which babies? Which babies? What babies vanish?
Do you guys see the toast? Oh my god.
The toast. The toast is behind my donation.
That's the sounds I picture.
Don't have any pictures, but I do have a video of my husband. That's okay, you can share it if you would like. Sexy toe hairs. That's a question. The littlest babies. Where are the babies? Where are the babies? What about the babies? The littlest babies, are they at the vet? Are they at the vet? Are you talking about your dogs? Is it the day? Is today the day, the days? Gasp! Gasp! Crafty on mama, that's beautiful! How does one share a Discord video link? I have links open, so if you have a link, you can just pop it in the chat. Sorry, I saw Crafty Odd Mama send me a message. And I was like, whoa. Forcing a download. No! Amanda shared, Amanda finished a thing and sent it to my DMs. And I'm so excited because you finally finished it. It's so good. You did such a good job. You did such a good job. I'm one step closer to releasing the baby fish hat. One step closer to releasing the baby version of the fish hat. I have an appointment and need empty tummies. Oh, are they yelling at you? Oh no, they're starving. Oh no. When is their appointment? How long do they have to wait for food? The poor things. The poor things. Forcing a download instead of a link. Oh no! That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. Let's see. The poor babies technically all day. No! The poor things! They're so hungry. That would be so hard for me. I'm glad that Haku had his situation taken care of before I brought him home. because I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know if I could handle it. Our vet likes to have them in between 8 and 9. We pick them up around 4:30. Oh, the poor babies. The poor babies. Is there somewhere where you can post it? Zytheria? There's somewhere you can post it. I want to see. They're asleep for like 90% of the time. Well, at least there's that, but, like, during the other time, when they're yelling at you, like, food, I'm hungry, that's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking! Absolutely heartbreaking. The poor things. They're starving to death. Not really, but you know how cats are? They're a little dramatic sometimes. They're a little dramatic sometimes. Aaron's streaking! Everybody look, Aaron is streaking! It is. Clover is so desperate that she's letting me pet her. Poor Clover. Poor Clover. So drugged up they won't want to eat. Which is a most appropriate channel to post to. Go down to the Kells Bells section, and in the Shaft is for sharing on stream section. I'm down towards the bottom. I know it's a little bit busy of a Discord. Down towards the bottom. Trying to merge a lot of the stuff back over. Ooh, cute. Are you ready? Are you ready? How cute. How cute. How cute. How cute. How cute are those little mushrooms? And all the little bits sewn on the ladybugs. And the moss. And I like the chain. That's cute too. Oh, this is so cute. I know, right? My husband's that too. Oh, I like the dangly bits. I love the dangly. I think all but Felix got distracted by a sparkly ball, you know, mood. I like the sparkly bits. The dangly, you see the dangly bits? I like those. You can't see them at any of the times that I pause, but you know what I mean? I love it! That's beautiful! Tuesday, had to get it done today because I need to wear it tomorrow. I love that. I love that. I love that. To be honest, I love that. There's a teeny pair of scissors dangling from the tip. Oh, I love that! Oh my goodness. I love a good tiny pair of scissors. That is so freaking cute. Everybody go follow Zytheria. Go do it. You won't regret it because look at what cute, amazing, lovely things Zytheria makes. So go follow. Zytheria, if you have to raid, if you have to run, if you do have to go take care of yourself after stream, please do. Just know we appreciate you and everything you do. That is so cute. I freaking love it. That's one of the cutest things I've seen as far as witch hats goes. That's the cutest one. Print something. I need to print something to pass out. Yes, yes. Yes, I know it's probably late over yonder. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. But that's awesome. That is heckin' awesome. I freaking love it. Hi, JC. Good morning. Good morning, JC. Have a good lurk, TK. Enjoy the vibes. Good morning. Hi, Ross. How are you? Good morning. Not bad. I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. It's Fish Hat Friday. My schedule conflicts with your stream right now, JC, and that's a bummer. It is a bummer to miss a JC stream. It is. I forgot to get changed. I was still wearing purple this morning too. It's okay. I was hi Pause, good morning. Amanda, you did such a good job. How was the pattern? Did you have any notes? If so, you know, let me know. Cuz I'll go look if you left any comments or anything. But whee! You're back in your normal color. I will see if you left any notes in the thing, but if there was anything I needed to change, just let me know. Thank you for testing it, by the way. I think the only one left that's not done is the baby size, which Dragon Priestess has been working on. Testing what? A pattern. A crochet pattern. For a child to baby size version of my fish hat. Our friend Crafty Odd Mama just finished testing the child-sized version. And a couple people want me to write an add-on for the fish hat with the skeleton version. Thanks, Arid, for making everybody want a different kind of fish hat. Thanks, Arid. You silly. Whole different pattern though. Not enough that I would do it a full like pattern price, but I would do it as an add-on or have a slightly more expensive fish hat version. Your oldest wants to match with you. Aw. Yeah, I saw that. I had said thank you yesterday, but I don't think you were here at the end of the stream when I said thank you to you and Ghost for your offline SAS purchases. So not like my hoods, which use different stitches and stuff. No! So the only difference between the main hat, Ume, is that I don't do the scale patterning. And I don't feel that's enough to charge for a whole pattern. So it'll be, the difference is the scale patterning, and the fact that I, do the bones on the tail and the, side fins. That's the only difference. So it would be the color chart, where it deviates from the pattern, but the counts and everything are exactly the same, Ume. Would be different if you were creating bones you could sew on. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I did like slip stitches through to make the bones. I mean, that would look cool, but Fish bones are just lines. Fish bones are just lines. Fish bones are so small. These little lines. As an overlay to the original. Off to work, the vet, and work. Good luck, Vanish. I hope all goes well with the kitties. Yeah, so how I did Arids was I looked at fish bones and I just, you know, they're just lines. So what I did with Arids is what I would do for this. That's why I'm making an add-on and not a full pattern. Arids buns. See? I don't know where he is actually and what he's doing. Fish bones! I think he's in the closet. Color work most of the body, right? Yes, yeah. The most of the body is color worked, obviously. Both sides of the body are color worked. I think he's sleeping in the closet. Pink! Pink! Hi, Glenn. How are you? How you doing, Glenn? The different pattern then. Ume, I don't feel like it's enough of a difference to make a $6 or $7 pattern out of it. Last few days of autumn break. Nice. Has the weather been all right over there? It's nice and fall here. Nice and fall here. Nice and fall here. It's a different pattern. No, I don't think it's that much, Ume, that I would charge for a full pattern. I'm gonna do it like Autumn Olive does it, and the color work is gonna be an add-on. Just like the kid fish hat is a completely different pattern. You're using a different stitch. Yeah, but it's not like I'm doing something completely different. It's just in double crochets instead of the scale pattern that I do. It's just all done in the one stitch as opposed to sorry, Klein, you came in when we were in a hot debate over whether or not my skeleton fish hat is the same of the regular fish hat that I'm allowed to only charge a few dollars for it instead of for a full pattern. When it's basically the same pattern as the fish hat, just color worked. Yeah, but it's not like a completely different stitch. It's just changing from half double crochets and front post double crochets to just double crochets. It's not crazy. It's just removing the front post and doing the half doubles as doubles instead of half doubles. Well, yeah, but there's the added thing that your stitches are going to be a little bit different. Whereas, like, different as in the counts might be slightly different, or so on and so forth. And you're adding different eyes, different ears, different accessories. You have to actually put quite a bit of work into that. Whereas this fish hat, I didn't change enough that I am going to have to do different counts for it. I didn't change enough that the only thing I had to do to make this pattern was make the color chart fit the already made pattern. I don't have to have this tested. You know? The main difference is that there's a color chart for this versus the other one does not have a color chart. Everything is made exactly the same. Not for me, Glued. I don't feel like it's all that much work to make color charts. I mean, I think different. It's one of those things that I know some people have trouble with, or have to think it through, but I've done it so many times at this point that it's not that crazy. I mean, I sat there and maybe took me a little bit to make the color chart, but I knew what I wanted. I made it the shape that I wanted it to be, and then, you know, just followed it. So much so that I was originally not even considering making it a pattern, but then everybody saw Aaron's fish hat and was like, I want that. I want that. It's not all that time. It was literally like less than an hour. It's not that big of a deal. Not to me, anyways. Like, it'll just be a matter of me changing, like, one stitch and adding the colorwork chart, and I'm trying to get you more money for your worth, but you don't want it. And now we know why Kel does all the colorwork and Glue stays far away from it. Yeah, it just fits in my brain, Glued. It's not... I promise, it's not that big of a burden for me. In fact, I don't know if I ever showed you this, because it's stuff that I did for someone. Dagon sent me a picture of, like, a logo, like a fairly intense logo. It was just like, how much would you charge for a color chart of this? And I made it within, I would say, a few hours. It was like, here you go. Here you go. Wait, yes. DM you a question. Oh, okay. I just, you know, me and my color charts. It's like, yeah, if someone asked me over, like, for a bunch of color charts, it would be a thing, but, you know. It's just I wasn't doing anything at the time, and I was like, ooh, that would be fun. Hey, you have good news. What's your good news? I can see my kneecap again! I think you may have dislocated it, Glued, in that case. If you could not have seen your kneecap, you may have dislocated it. Your patella. But you know. Yeah. I'm glad the swelling is down. It was just swollen. Yeah, but if you dislocated it and it popped back into place, it's gonna get swollen. So Kelly, your add-on, just a chart of how to do the color work. With a mention of using DC versus original patterns. Yes. So the add-on, the version that is the add-on, will just be the color chart, and it will say after this line in the original pattern, you will switch the pattern, the stitch pattern used, just to double crochets. And then it'll mention that when you do the tail, this is where you'll do the slip stitches. You'll start in the center and you'll go out to the outside. How many times? The swelling went down. I'll let you get away with that. Yeah, it's not gonna be longer than, say, like a 2-page thing, Ume. If you're getting them as a bundle, it'll be in one document probably, and it'll be the full pattern with the thing. If you're getting them together, and that will be a little more expensive. If you're getting the two in one bundle, yeah. But if you're getting them like you already have the fish hat pattern and you're adding it on, was a long question, but I had to explain stuff. Okay. That sounds fun, China. That's funny. Actually, sorry, I read the last line and I was like, I dislocated my patella at a craft show and it shifted so far that I was pretty sure I needed to go to the urgent care. But after ice and elevation for a couple hours, it was fine. It was so swollen that it felt like my knee was in a brace all day. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels. I mean, when I've dislocated and not torn everything, that's what it feels like. However, when I've dislocated it and torn everything, it's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. Because my leg couldn't straighten all the way. Obviously, because everything was pulled. The parts that were not snapped were pulled to the back of my leg. So my leg was bent at a weird angle. Which is gonna sound gross to some people, I'm sorry. The person has a thing for wild scenes like that. And it went with this the simple design I had for the front. Let me know stitch counts and stuff. Kinda, if you can. Because that's gonna depend on the amount of detail you can get in a color chart. I'll do some math. Maths, yes, do some math. I need to trim this part of my hair. I'm starting to be able to get like a tiny ponytail back here. And I hate it. I can make a tiny ponytail. I don't like it. I have so much hair. It's a problem. Even when I have short hair, I have so much hair and it's a problem. Yeah. But knees are tricky. Knees are tricky. Spicy soup juice. Spicy soup juice. Here you go. I need to consult my notes. Okay, 1-1. Okay. These are the bane of my existence. Same. Kind of. The same. I have pretty stupid knees, all things considered. I have some pretty stupid knees. Once this heals, I'm doing my ding dang knee exercises. As you should. As you should. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'm not do the part where we don't consider that, do we? Think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Last line before we start the little middle bone. I hate my ding dang feet. You know, I feel you on that one too. I feel you on that one too. I've got to go to the post office this afternoon. And then, after I go to the post office, got one more thing I've got to make. Hi Tyler, good morning! Oh, some more foam I've got to work with. Good morning! He's lurking. Oh, hi Jeff! Thank you for the lurk. I'm excited to finally get the kid-sized fish hat. Because he asked, why do you hate your feet? Oh, Tyler, she's talking to her husband, who is also lurking in this chat. Hi, Maislin! Do you also knit or only crochet? I have been knitting really- I knit too. Welcome in, it's good to see you. Who is sitting right behind me? Yes. Welcome in. We do knit as well. And there are plenty of us who knit. If I don't know the answer, there are plenty of friends in chat that knit. I'm actually knitting a sweater. Currently. Not working on it on stream right now, but I'm knitting the sweater. Do it increases that it looks wavy. It's not looking, I don't know how to say. It depends on the increase that you're doing, what it will look like. So these increases that I am doing on the arm of this are fairly flat and invisible. But sometimes when you do an increase, it will be bumped up a slight bit, depending on the type of increase. So these are all different increases. Like this one, there's definitely a difference. Hold on, focus. Where the increase is on this. Doing the step-by-step sweater. And it's my first sweater. Ooh, congratulations on your first sweater. That is pretty yarn on the sweater. Thank you. JC the Trash Panda got me the yarn for that sweater because JC wanted me to take time to make something for myself. Because I never make things for myself. Are you... Yeah, that's a good question. Are you doing just plain knit rows between the increases, or are you increasing every round? Yeah, JC, who got me this yarns to make a sweater for myself. It's very bit. It's very... I'm following the pattern, plus the... Looks weird. IDK if it's normal. Let me look up. Let me see what we can see. I'm assuming it's this one. Ooh, it's a free download.
I could honestly
I'm
eat it for every
assuming
meal,
it's this one.
or just eat it all the time without even stopping.
Open it.
You get fat.
Welcome
No,
in,
why
new
would I get
friend.
fat?
Thank you for the
Bread
follow.
makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat?
Get out of here. Okay. Let me take a peek at what increases they're doing. Ooh, make one right, make one left. JC, you made my earrings. Of course they look cute. Oh, it's not even really a pattern. Go down to the... Yeah. Overview. Note on stripes. Note on German short rows. Cast on. Get out of here, tools. Cast on. It's the one by Florence Miller, right? You're right, Clen. JC is the cutest. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure I was looking at the right one. Oh. Okay. JC is complimenting her own work. Yes. Yes. Good job, JC. Okay, which part are you at? Did you go with option 1 of without neck shaping or option 2 with neck shaping? That has some stitches that are very difficult. Yes. I was noticing that. Without neck shaping. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can get you a link to the Ravelry. You can look at it too. Now all of the knitters in chat are like, we're here. We're here. There you go. There's a link. Oh, no sorries. All of us are like, we're gonna figure this out for you. There you go. There's a link. There's a link. Okay. Knit to the marker, make one right, slip marker to slip marker, one left. 4 times in total. And then there's a knit all the way around. Okay. So making right and making left. Super fun. Oh yeah, they don't let you sass here. They don't let you say sorry about things here. I'm sorry. Our mods they try to make later, yeah. Okay. Let's take a peek here. Okay. Right. Yeah, okay. It could be possibly you're grabbing the wrong between the do I have a good I was about to say, do I have a knit project in front of us? Whom is going to knit this sweater? Shared Discord, so go down to the Kells. Oh, yes. Yes. Maiselin is working on this sweater. Arid. Professional knitter, Arid. We're never on the rails to begin with. I get stuff done. So, you're picking up. I don't have my top-down camera. Oh, dang it. Let's see. My desk is a mess anyways, but... So, you're picking up this between the 2 stitches. So you see the line between these 2 stitches on the last row. So this is the one you're picking up. So if you accidentally grab one of the other loops in this area, it might cause some weirdness because you're knitting into a stitch then, and it would cause the stitch to be a little weird. I don't know what it looks like right now. I don't know what's happening. But if you accidentally grab one of the other loops or grabbing 2 of the loops on accident, that could cause the waviness. So you're making sure you're just getting just this little line right here to make that increase. And then you'll either be going in the front or the back, depending on which direction they specifically tell you to go in, and the direction that it needs to make the stitch. It uses both, Arid. Certain sides it's make one left, certain sides it's make one right. That's why I said which direction it depends on which stitch it is. But both go through that center little line there. If you accidentally grab one of the other lines, such as the one that is from a different stitch, it's gonna look different than if you go there. That'll also create a little bit of a hole space, which would not be ideal. But, Arid, Have you ever done a make one RP? No, I have not, as far as I'm aware, had that in any patterns that I've ever used, Pixie. Oh no, you're fine. Learning is learning is a thing. We all started somewhere. My first sweater is not great. We all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. We're all learning things. I taught myself, so sometimes I do things not right. And that's okay, because usually there's someone around here who knows better and is like, hey, that thing you're doing, that's a silly way to do that thing. Like, oh, there's an easier way to do that thing? Oh. This is my first sweater. My first sweater. Yes, I decided to do color work on my first sweater. Don't judge me. It's me. It's me. So this is my first sweater. As you can see, if we look at the increases, they're not super neat. Isn't there only color work? And that, I've learned better techniques since then. Okay? We all start somewhere. The whole of the increases in my neckline is lumpy. We all start somewhere. There's big holes in the back. We all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. That's my first sweater. That's not my first project, though. But where should I send? Once again, where should I send? Down in the chat. I can tag you if you're in the Discord. Whoop. Boop. There we go. Knit sweater had weird increases like that too. Yeah, we all learn over time what works better. But that was my first, like, sweater. I actually never wear that sweater, Tyler. Never wear it. I don't have many occasions where I have the want to wear the bright orange. Yeah. Learn patterns in knitting terms. I really knew what I was doing. I knew the outcome. Yeah, I get that, Arid, and a lot of people, that's how a lot of people start. Well, no, it's a very particular thing, I would say. I made knit stitches 100% wrong my first sweater. I misunderstood where you put your needle. Yep. Yeah. Oh no, it's not that I don't love orange, obviously. It's just that I don't usually have an occasion for a sweater of this type. This sweater is a very particular style. Okay? It's a very particular style. This sweater is from a Sears catalog from the 70s. Actually, it doesn't look quite bad with the shirt. But I just got this shirt this week, so it's a very particular style. It's from a Sears catalog from the 70s that I inherited from my grandmother. these, the buttonholes don't work to hold the buttons in place. Great, the increase seems smooth. Okay. Okay. No, it seems pretty good. There's going to be a little difference in the height as you're adding stitches, but it looks pretty good. There's always going to be a little bit of a difference in where you're adding those stitches. Get a little closer. So you see here, this is where I'm increasing. You see how it does kind of wave a little bit? That's normal, yep. Because you're pushing, by adding a stitch, you're pushing one half of those stitches in one direction and one half of the stitches going in another direction. It looks amazing. You're doing great. You're doing great. It looks good. Because you're pushing those original stitches that were all in one space, you're pushing them out by one stitch. So it's going like this. Yeah, it looks great. You're doing amazing. We did this 2 times already. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. It looks amazing. For a fur sweater, that looks spectacular. It's Ume, it's in the pattern section. The pattern and recipe share. It looks great. It looks great. I was looking in the wrong spot. It looks spectacular. Looks great, yeah. I'm gonna take off the sweater. It's too hot for sweater. Well, this does look good with light pink. Does look pretty fine with with the light pink. It's just I particularly have an issue with 3/4 sleeves. It's half the battle with that sweater. There's nothing against the sweater. It's fine sweater, but my spiciness requires me to have full-length sleeves. Pushed up. Not partial sleeves. Anywho, I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. It's okay. Oh no, no, we are completely, if someone comes in with a question, we're here to help. I'm not so focused on my work that I don't have time to stop for someone else's. About this on Ravelry, I just need a little help and now I can continue knitting. I think I'm addicted, you know? That's how it starts. And now everybody in the chat that knits is gonna try to make that sweater. Yep. I'll tell you a secret. Out of the many times I have done the wrong stitches, I just keep going. None the wiser would have known. This is going to look great. I'd say 87% I mess my knits up and keep going. Zero frogging! Oh, thank you, Anonymous, for the gifted sub to Maislin. Thank you, Anonymous! Maislin, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What color is in your hat? Anonymous. Dang it, Anon beat me to it. White? I can grab white for you. Yes. Big white ball is for you. We squeeze it. Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub to Mazalin. Welcome to the community. You get a trial subscription to us. And it goes into the jar with a yeah, ha 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 ha. They have pretty designs. Haven't looked at their yarn yet. Yes. Why am I carrying over this white for no reason? By the way. Stop that. Ah! Hi, Mira. You can come on in, Mira. Hi, Mira. Good morning. Good morning, Mira. How you doing? I would give the boy his treats, but I have no idea where he is. Carrying over yarn for zero reason. Yes. Is Arid gonna Arid? Nope. No Arid in the soup. No Arid in the soup. No Arid in the soap. No Arid in the soap. Not today. Oh, don't throw the balls in the soup. Aku in the soup, maybe? Let's see. Oh, socks in the soup. I don't think Haku's gonna. Nope, no Haku in the soup. What's going on? It's just it's the drop game. It's sock soup. Sock soup. If you do exclamation point drop in an emote, it'll try to drop it into this little cauldron on my stream. Oh, don't poop in the soup. Don't poops in the soups. I don't think it's gonna make it. Oh, hands. Are we gonna get a hand in the soap? Spicy poop juice. Nope, no hands in the soap. Nope, just socks in the soup. Mine doesn't track for some reason, Ume. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't track. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard I try. We might need to reset before we can drop again. Where is the drop game? Let's peek. Let's peek. I cannot see my Twitch chat. That's gonna be a problem. There we go. Put that back over there. Just this one. Channel points. That command. Where? Why? Okay. Don't. I don't know why it doesn't keep track of scores. I think it's silly. But I did change it so that it should refresh more often. So now you can drop again. Have a good BRB. Remember it backwards. Gib soap. Gib soap. Gib soap. No, Haku, you're gonna miss. Honey jalapenos are in the freeze dryer. Ooh. Sounds yummy. No moo in the soup either. Oh. Nope. 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 It was close. Oh, balls in the soup? Balls in the soup. Balls in the soup. Balls in the soup. Balls in the soup. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't track, Ume. I messed with the settings. I don't see any setting that does anything about that. Drop recent. Drop top. I don't know why it doesn't record this stuff. I don't see a setting otherwise for it. It should just be built in, but I don't. My drop bounced off both times into the bowl. No. No. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Do. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work. Hmm? China. After I finish a sweater that I'm currently working on knitting, I have to knit one of your yarns. Hold me to it. I have to use the yarns. Trying to see if it's supposedly fixed. Oh, gotcha. Hold me to it. Tell me I gotta. Next time I knit myself something, it has to be... I have a collection of your yarn and I have not knit any of them except for the pee-pee socks. Except for the pee-pee socks. And I really need to I really need to. I have to. Yeah. I have a pile of China yarn. In fact, I have yarns that I want to make a fingering weight sized yarn sweater. I have coordinating color that I already had in my stash that I want to use with said that. How about I make you a deal? What? Nice fish hat colors. Thank you. That's for She Who Geeks. It's too costly to maintain on their server, so it's no longer. Oh, that's. Yeah, that's not. I them with. These I want to do with this, with these being stripes and this being the main color. Yeah. With getting popular for a mostly free thing. Yeah. Stripes. Main color. Yeah. One of the things I have plans. Also, I want to make a top out of the orange and pink yarn. Yeah. You make a sweater, or a top, or a nice sized clothing piece with my yarn, finish it, weave in all the ends, send me pictures, and then I will come out with a Kells themed yarn. It'll be my first in cotton as well as wool. Then I'll send you a skein or two of it. Those look good together? That's what I thought too. I was like, if I make a sweater out of worsted, because, you know, not worsted, if I make a sweater out of sock-sized yarn, like fingering weight yarn, it's like, obviously this wouldn't be enough for a whole sweater. But if I did these as stripes, ooh. So I was like, do I have anything that would go good with all these colors? Like, be in the same kind of, like, tone family with these colors? And then I looked in my stash. And I was like, oh, that dark purple with, like, the splash of stripes. I was like, ooh, that would look so good. Do you think there's, I forgot the word in English about English knitters. The other day I was knitting in the park and a lady told me it's not how to knit. I think there's a English knitters. I'm trying to think. Hi, Ariella. How are you? Do you ever want to put all the skeins in an empty bathtub and lie in it? Yes. Except my cat would try to steal the skeins out of the bathtub. It's a whole thing. If I had a fancy bathtub, maybe I would do it. Like, I used to have a clawfoot tub. That would be perfect for a yarn bath. To be fair. But, the bathtub is Haku's domain. In this here apartment. Here is Prejudice. A prejudice. Do you think there's a prejudice about English knitters? Discrimination? There could be. There could be. You know. Most of the time when I am in public and I am knitting or crocheting, typically someone will approach me. It always happens that someone approaches. And they either ask me what I'm doing, or they think I'm doing the opposite of what I'm doing. I've also been questioned by the police for knitting in public, so... But, What? Yes, it's actually, my backstory. Why? Because I was sitting in a field at 6:30 in the morning talking to myself, knitting. That's why. The lady was so offensive. She was like, "What are you doing, young lady? That's not how you knit." And I was like, "Sorry?" In that case, I'd be like, "Sorry, I'm learning. So this might look different than if you knit, it might look different than how I knit, but I am just learning, and therefore may not be doing it the same way you are if you are an experienced knitter." I think a lot of people knit differently. Hi, Crash! Are you doing one of those podcast things? I am doing one of those podcast things. Yeah, the police officer pulled up. I was in a field, a public space. It was not just someone's field. It was a public space. The police officer pulled up and approached. I said, "Hey, what are you doing out here?" And I was just like, "Knitting." And he was just like, "Knitting? Out here?" And I was like, "Yeah, knitting out here." And then he saw the camera because I was live streaming. And he was like, "Oh, are you doing one of those podcast things?" I was like, yeah, I'm doing one of those podcast things. Not the way you knit. It is not the way you knit. And I go over this a lot because I am a person who knits in a lot of different positions. So, I knit. I will switch between doing it this way. I will switch in this way. And sometimes almost dropping my stitches because I'm a dingus. I will hold my stuff in like several different positions just because I like to change my hand position. Out here, the audacity of knitting. I just got gifted a subscription to the stream that they have on the Pixel Flush website right now. Thanks, random citizen. I wasn't actually watching the stream. So I will switch between them because my hands like to be in different positions. You know? So I will go between both styles. And also, like, I knit like a retired knitter. By that, which someone who no longer knits because I don't know how. Yeah, I do the same with crocheting. Is I'll switch up which position my hands are in based off of how tired my hands are, or like the certain stitch that I'm doing, or throw under and over. Fun thing under is tight stitches, loose is over is loose. Interesting. Yep. This is a song for Mira's ability to knit. I almost asked that lady if she's from the knitting police. Yeah, I don't blame you. So yeah, I switch up even with my crochet. Depending on which stitch I'm doing, I'll switch it up. This was the song that played in my head on that day. So beautiful. So a lot of people choose one way to hold their hook, typically, for crochet. They either do knife or pencil. But I will go... I hold it like this a lot. I will hold it like this. 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 Don't let that old lady see you crocheting like that. She'll roast you. Yes. I feel like if a lot of old ladies saw me crochet, I would get roasted. To be fair. Like, I'll even hold it like this. I'm not a fan of, like, full-on hard knife holding it. But I can. I usually have a tendency to hold it with my ring and pinky fingers. There's only that way and nothing else. Your mom was that way. Yeah, I feel like my grandmother's that way. But as someone who doesn't pencil grip the right way, even on pencils with my left hand, because I crochet mainly left-handed, I can do it both. I'm ambidextrous. She probably went to her friends and had a fun time complaining about those dang kids and their newfangled ways. Their newfangled knitting ways. But even when I'm writing left-handed, I don't use the mature pencil grasp of a tripod. I, as a left-handed person, have a tendency to do a quadrupod grip, which is a slightly less mature hand grip. It gets the job done. Left-handed people, most left-handed people don't use a tripod. Most left-handed people use a quadrupod. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Okay? But when I write with my right hand, I use a tripod. I use tripod for my right hand. Because I'm weird, okay? And I wasn't a taught left-handed person, I learned how to write left-handed. Okay, science streams, you know, shout out, you better shout science streams back. You yell back at science. The audacity of science to shout me out while I'm live. How dare. Everybody follow science_streams for more quality, wholesome, informative science content here on Twitch. What are they doing today? So I can give you a lowdown. They're on the beach! They're on the beach! They're doing a beach cleanup. They're doing a beach cleanup. Very cool. Go check out science. The beach cleanup! I thought that was today. Left-handed person who is a bad person. Need to study this. I'm sure there are some. You can't say that all left-handed people aren't, you know, are good or bad. I do have very different handwritings with my two hands. As in, I cannot write in cursive right-handed. And my writing is much smaller. Yep. There is a difference between left and right. Hold on. Focus. 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 There you go. There we go. Very different handwritings. I cannot right-handed do cursive. I can only left-handed do cursive, and my left-handed handwriting is almost exclusively cursive. It's hard for me to print left-handed. I don't know if that's normal. Actually, it probably isn't. Probably is not normal. But, how it works in my brain. I went to not turn. Hi, Science Dad. Science is streaming right now, Ariella. So you'd have to say hi in his stream. Hi, bro. How are you? It's interesting. My right hand has a lot of personality. My left hand is just existing. Doesn't know how to do nothing. I get that. I think that's that way for most people. You're good. I'm good. My left hand is just around for support. Yeah, no, Science is streaming and sassily shouted me out. Well, streaming. So I had to go sass Science back. Because that's how we do around here. When there is quality, wholesome, informative science content that we need to yell about, we're gonna yell about it. It's just how we are. That's how we are. That's just how we are. Did I tell you my PhD paper finally came out this week? Ooh, that's awesome, Ariel. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Share the news of the culmination of 5 years of suffering. Also, if you don't know our friend Ariella is also a science content streamer slash keyboard streamer slash crafting streamer slash... Let's just say that Ariella is a hackin' cutie who does variety content here. And also, is not wholesome science content all the time. But we love Ariella just the same. Just the same. Oh, and then I went and I put my yarn out the wrong direction. Like a dingus. Hold on. Got a frog. Always put your yarn out the right direction, friends. Don't be like me. Put your yarn out on the back side. Got boobs. You can type with. Yeah, she's got boobs you can type with. I know it probably looks just like science gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. I like science. You can share a link. Everybody can go look at it if they want to go look at it. There should be more knitting streamers on Twitch. Love to knit together with someone and pretend we're childhood friends. There's actually quite a few of us who knit, who stream. Our friend, Yarny Pixie is a knitter who streams. Oh, also Yes Tech. Yes Tech. China also streams and is a knitter. Our friend Altier Light is a knitter who streams. Our friend, I'm gonna miss somebody. Our friend Clen is a knitter who streams. Our friend Zakayla's a knitter who streams. Our friend Sleeping Luna Designs is a knitter who streams. Who else knits and streams? So Royal hasn't streamed that I know of in a little bit, but also knits and sometimes streams. We have a lot of... Aaron also knits and streams. Yeah. And his insides are nice. Just so you know. Heather Bizzo knits and streams. This is why I wanted to create like a database of streamers who in what crafts they do. Just like as a reference for when someone asks for someone who does a thing. It's something that I'm working on. Ooh. I have an idea. There's a bunch. You should have the buttons for them. I should. In fact, maybe that's how I should set up my stream deck. My first shout out stuff should be my mods, and then from there on out I should do based on content. There is a thing in the Discord for shops. I know, but it's open access, no paywall. We like that. The Science blog already wrote up their summary of which is fairly accurate. I'm told is much easier to read. Oh, nice! There you go. Everybody can read that. Everybody can read that, and it probably has Ariel's name in it, and that's super cool. And so professional. So professional. Although the way that I hear that stuff like that, oh, that's me, I'm researchers. How stuff like that works is like the most senior gets the first mention and then so on and down the line. So it's like, you wrote a paper. You wrote a paper, but the 3 people more senior to you in the lab get the credits. Because that's how science works. I'm like, that's a silly way. That's a silly way to do it. Science was talking about that one time. Oh, and Arid is streaming. Arid is streaming. Crochets translates Japanese on stream. Quantar. Quantar China has made multiple Doctor Who scarves. Meanwhile, I've only made 1 Doctor Who scarf. Sometimes it's usually still written first author, last name, et al. Discovered. Yeah. Yes, Quantar. Yeah. So that would be Kali O'Reilly et al. Which is not me, but you. I get what you mean. I was just reading your message. It made it sound like that was me. That's not my name. That's not my name. I don't do smart people things like Ariella. I mean, I do other things that are smart. But not that. Not that. Yes. Also made an epic Sassy Bassy. Which made me feel things. When people make my pattern on stream, makes me feel things. But we have a lot of friends who do a lot of amazing things. And I should definitely organize my buttons for, per, like, content. So when someone asks for someone who does a certain thing, like, they're like, who does leatherwork? And then I'll have a folder of buttons that shout out my leather workers. I think that would be pretty cool. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Most senior is a corresponding author, so if there's other researchers, journalists who want to ask questions, they're the ones that gets emailed. I'm the corresponding author on my own paper because it's legitimately just my project. Yeah. Also is roughly 14,000 stitches enough for what we talked about? It's usually about X by X. But yeah, probably. What weight yarn are you using, China? Or have a special button that has them, although, yeah, that's what I was worried about, Ume, is the max characters. Is the links are really long. Ideally, I would have like a web page. Or something like that. Mira's obviously more advanced in that area than I. Shout out category knitting. It would go through previously saved list and shout out all the knitters. That would be super cool. It's just I multiplied it. Worsted. Yeah, let me see what I can do. See what kind of detail I can get in it. But it's 152 is a good amount of detail. Yeah. Most of the stuff I do is such small that is such small that it's hard to get detail in. I don't do a lot of sweater size things, but it's not that I haven't. Obviously, you've seen Brenda's sweater. How I would. Well, yeah, I'm just saying that you are an intelligent individual. Mira Sky 8. You're an intelligent individual and a better person to ask about bot things than I. I have Ume and Crash and all the other people who are way better at figuring out those things than I. I am not the professional in that aspect, and I know it. Oh, why am I suddenly doing single crochets like a dingus? I just Google mostly, yeah. Crash is a genius, though. Crash is the one who did the stuff to make the early crew work. Legend Crash is. A legend. Crash is an amazing bean. Agreed. 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 Other chart. Okay. This is where we want our white to be. Stitch marker, come here. We love Quash. Stop! You're gonna make me cry at my desk. Don't cry. We love you. It's weird that cats litter can either mean their siblings or where they poo. Yes, I feel like that is really weird. Thank you, Mira, for bringing that up. It is weird, and I don't know why they called them the same thing. But I lost my stitch marker. It's in my project. Mood. Mood. China, is what you're making just one rectangle shape? Or does it at all for sleeves? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right? Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. Grab this. And then this is going to be the last 2 stitches. I'm going to leave this on the inside. And I am going to continue. Shaft time. Oh, heck, it is shaft time. Get your shaft into my Discord if you haven't put your shaft into my Discord. It's our daily show and tell segment. Where we show off what you're working on, what you're doing. Your pets, your face, whatever you want to share, as long as it's TOS friendly. We want to see it. And yell about how cool you are. Yes, we do. Let me do this color change real quick. Marked for sleeves. I haven't marked for sleeves, but I just might do it in panels instead because I haven't done that for crochet like autumn olive style. But hopefully fitting a male body. Okay. I was just curious if I needed to, like picture-wise, consider that it's going to be decreased at any point. You know what I mean? If I'm color charting and then there's going to be a decrease, I would not want to include color work in the area that's going to be decreased. Was what I was. I need to remember after work to look for an outfit. What's tomorrow? It's tomorrow. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Also, Monday, we will be having a Stardew stream. We will be playing Stardew on Monday. Engagement photos. Ooh. Did you find someone, or are you guys gonna take them yourself? That's gonna be super cute. Super duper duper cute, and I'm excited. I'm excited. We're gonna take them. Cute. Time shaft. A lot of money. Oh, no, I get it. Yeah. I had a friend. You know, most people like, you know somebody who makes things happen. Have you ever worked from a schematic before? Yes, and it's not my favorite thing to do. Charts can be fun, but also can be very confusing at the same time. This just looks like it's two doubles chain finish. This is why you always be friends with a amateur photographer. Yeah, this just looks like yeah, a V-stitch. Yeah, that's, yeah. But I've worked off of that before, Vanish. Once you figure out how to read it. Well, both of us are amateur photographers. No, I get it, Ume. I've taken photos for myself, obviously, multiple times. It can be easy enough. You just gotta make sure. Why is my stream deck useless suddenly? I can't even shout out the things that I have buttons for. There's probably an update, and it just doesn't automatically do them anymore, which makes me sassy. Which makes me sassy. Just want my stream deck to do stream deck things. Okay. Hear me out. That'd be awfully nice. It looks good though, Vanish. Ooh, Dagon's working on the orange piece. Very cute. Very cute. This is the last round, by the way, before we do the gill. On this fish hat. Image under that's beach shell, contention thing, or just needs to be worked out further. Blocked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty yarn, yeah. Very pretty. V-stitch could be weird. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I did. I typed too fast and I mixed all of my stuff up. No, there's not a B in there. Brain. I can't type. I can't type today. Oh, Ariella wasn't here when I was having my keyboard issues. Ariella missed the whole saga of me and the keyboard. Me and my keyboard problems. It sounds like we better get a jump on your keyboard. Oh, it was funny, Ariella. So, hold on, because I can get the keyboard in question. Hold on. I was using this keyboard. I was used to this keyboard. This was what I was used to. Because I had been using this for years, okay? This is what I was used to. But it stopped working. And the only other keyboard I had just readily available was this. And going from this sized keyboard to this sized keyboard meant that I knew not where any of the keys were. So every time I tried to type something, I would just be hitting the complete wrong buttons because, wow, look at the size difference. The buttons are in completely different spots. So I wouldn't be typing, but I would be so used to, like, I wouldn't be looking, and I'd be so used to, well, right now I have a different one, Ariella. My temporary fix. Which is why neither of them were on my desk. Is this, which is a Bluetooth, like $14 keyboard. It works. It does its job, but I didn't want to get anything more intense because, you know, we have a keyboard thing. We have a keyboard thing that eventually I'm going to get a better keyboard, and this is just my temporary. It came from Target, Ariella. It was $14. We have a thing, so I didn't want to get a better keyboard because I knew I had a better keyboard coming. So I just got a $14 wireless keyboard from Target to hold me over until the day when, you know, I get my real keyboard. This is just my fake keyboard that I'm using. I wasn't gonna spend good money on a keyboard. Like, you know, cause I know I have something better coming. Even if I spend good money on it, it'd be a waste because it'd just be put in storage. It would just be put in storage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's usable. You know? It gets the job done. You know? I was like, I don't want to buy something nice, because we, like, looked up, you know, keyboards, and, you know, there's options out there, but I was like, I don't want to get something nice, because I'm going to be getting something even nicer. You know? Why get something nice if you're getting something way nicer? And, like, hi, Graham, you Gober. Hi, Graham, you Gober, how are you? How you doing? It's Fish Hat Friday. We were just talking about my keyboard dilemma. And how I have the cheapest. Also, it was so hard to get this thing to connect. Like a decade or something. Yeah, I had, you know, my other keyboard for quite some time, but it stopped working all of a sudden, and then so the only keyboard I had on time at the time was the big giant one. And I was so used to the tiny keyboard, the compact version. I was like, I can't type right. I can't type right. I don't know where the buttons are without looking. I know, I am keeping all of my fingers crossed for you guys. All of them. All of them. Oh yeah, if you don't want to jump into keyboard, although if you do want to jump into keyboards, our friend Ariella Studies makes custom keyboards. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in the near future, we will be doing a co-stream where I will be crocheting Ariella's cat sweater. And Ariella will be making me a custom keyboard. The keyboards are, but I need a full-size one because my hands have no idea what to do with a tiny keyboard. Yeah, I'm so used to a tiny keyboard though now that it's hard for me to deal with a full keyboard, Grim. I got so used to it. I got so used to it. I forgot that I did not need to carry that white over. Now my fingers don't know what to do. My fingers don't know what to do with it. Very much not helpful. I have tiny baby hands. You'd be like, my hands would be like, finally a keyboard for me. But nope, it's like, oh, where's the 7? Do they explode or what? See, and I need to have a keyboard with numpad because I use that for work and not for work for hockey. Yeah! Yeah, no, I get that. I used to use that quite a lot when I did work with numbers. I like having one. It's just not like a, I don't know. Also, past the fact that the keyboard is blue and has orange and blue keys, I am not 100% certain about anything else about it. It has letters. Me and Ariella started the keyboard journey so long ago that I can't remember half the stuff we talked about.
Brilliant, 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 brilliant,
Codex! Hi, Codex, good morning. Hi, Rip Muncher, good morning, Codex. Codex, 30 hacking months, that's almost a whole hacking year.
For 30 months.
That's almost a whole hacking year. It'll be a surprise now. Yeah, because we started this journey, I don't know how long ago now, but it's been a long time. This big red ball's for you, Codex. We squeezing it. And it goes into the jar with it. It's getting so close to a year. So close. Very cute, Dagon. Very cute teddy bear. You did great. Very cute. Don't tell Nogard. Oh. You look cute today. You look cute today. I wore a pink shirt. I don't wear pink a lot. I found a pink shirt I like. You're also a rematchies? Oh, those sound good actually. Blue raspberry ones. Not that my stream deck is gonna work to shout out Arid. Arid's shop, which I eventually need to add all the info into the shout out for Arid. Has freeze-dried food items. Go check it out. Only moving part in a keyboard is the switches, so it's the first thing that can fail, but it's also the thing that's extremely easy and cheap to replace. The case is the kind of expensive part. The nice ones are metal and essentially indestructible. I think I could use my keyboards as blunt trauma weapons. Yeah! Well, I'm stuck. Yeah, you're not allowed to move. Look how cozy! Look how cozy! Look how cozy! Look how cozy. Look how cozy. Yeah, this cut of t-shirt is apparently called a girlfriend shirt. I don't know which of the girlfriends I stole it from, but I like it. I like it. It's kind of short compared to regular length t-shirts. But it looks like a me shirt, so probably me. Probably. You know, this does give you vibes. It does give you vibes. Also, sorry about the abdomen. I should have got one for you and sent it to you. Maybe they still have them at the store. By send it to you, I mean take it with me when I visit you, because I can't actually send anything to Canada right now. Oh, very pretty. Geeks. Very pretty. I hate short shirts. Well, Ume, the thing about me not having a torso is that short shirts are actually regular length shirts on me. My belly's cold. I have no torso, which means this is supposed to be a cropped shirt. This is supposed to be a cropped shirt, Ume. This goes down here to me. This is supposed to be somewhat cropped. My regular length shirts. Sorry, I'll get my shirt out. Go down to mid-thigh. Go to mid-thigh. See? Okay, this is a crop shirt. Okay? Crop shirt. Regular length shirt. Opposite problem, I have a long torso and tiny legs, so regular shirts are short. Yeah. But also, too, Kels is a huge mystery is what's happening with these undershirts. Yeah. Actually, technically, your affiliate anniversary. Congratulations, happy affiliate anniversary, Codex. Geeks, your earrings are cute. These are cute as heck. These are cute as heck. Cute as heck. So yeah, but it's funny, Ariella, because back when I used to wear dresses, like a normal, like, knee-length dress, that would be, like, just above knee for most people, are, like, here on me. Because my legs are so long. They're, like, just under the bits. Just under the bits. And I'm like, I can't wear this in public. gonna wear this in public? I'm gonna flash somebody. I can't wear it in public. I'm gonna flash somebody, and I can't be doing that. Short dresses are just long shirts. Yep. I have no torso, but my legs are so long that everything ends up just being too short. Just because my legs are so long. And I have such long hip bones. Too much booty for short dresses. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Also, this is a very beautiful color. Very pretty color. Yeah, so because the top of my hip bones is here and the bottom of my like stuff is here, that's like 14 inches difference, and it still makes the dresses be too short. Dresses be too short. It's like everything will fall in the right area as far as like the waist and stuff, but skirts that are supposed to go down to your knees only come to like here on me. It's I don't wear dresses for a reason. Oh, vicious. She's so vicious. You're being attacked with loves. Is the reason because Kel's just a little guy? Yeah, kinda. Kind of. I'm just a little guy on stilts, don't mind me. I want to draw this. I want to draw me as a little guy on stilts. Yep. I want to do it. Just a little guy on stilts. Just a little guy on stilts. Just a little guy on stilts. Actually, my anatomy. Actually, 100% true. I'll update. It's just legs. You can't see the rest of it. It's just legs. We need a bottom of the emote that is just the legs going back and forth. Yeah. One emote that's just the top, and then the other emote that's just the bottom. Right? Is the Shrek hat, and this is how I noticed. Underthrow, overthrow. Yeah, it does give different stitch. It does look different, Aaron. Wow. Also, I love your face, Ariella. Oh, it went away! Dang it! I was gonna show you Ariella's sassy face. It does make a difference. Oh look, it's socks! It's socks! We love socks. We had socks in our soup earlier. We had socks in our soup. Socks makes good soups. Sometimes you just need your cat to dip itself in your soup to make it taste good. Socks is a cutie and we love socks. Twitter discussing my paper. Good thing they didn't overreact. Good thing they didn't overreact. Good timing. All I have to do is the sleeves and it's ready to go to his new home. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, Pixie. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, isn't it pretty? I love the color changes and the style of it. That is Pixie's first commission. Anyone else I missed while I was eating peanut butter crackers? I love that for you. Ooh. China. China! China, this is pretty. Look at it. Look at this, it's pretty. China. China, it's pretty like you. It's so pretty.
Hello there.
Hi, Twitch Crafts. Welcome back. It's so pretty. What yarn is this? I love it. I love the color change from the pink to the purple. I'm really loving those pinks and purples. What is this? It's so pretty. I think it's probably a shawl. Twitch Crafts. It's being made by our friend China, who, if you don't follow China Makes here on Twitch, you should follow China Makes here on Twitch. I hear they're getting close to a follower goal. If anyone's interested in following China, you should maybe do that. Because China's a cutie, and you will not regret your choices. That is still inside of my brain. A few months ago, Codex and I found her some gorgeous bulky weight yarn that goes from red to black, and I am going to design a custom lace shawl in bulk, in a bulky. Ambitious. I don't know. My brain, lace and bulky are like, I don't know why they don't mesh together in my brain, but I'm here for it. It's crochet, it's a shawl I'm designing. I have to fix the end because yarn chicken. Yeah, I get that one. Honey one, so not the cinnamon one. Oh, nice. Yarn that I can't get because it's from Denmark. How dare. Yeah, me neither, but I have my grandmother's knitting needles and she has some large needles. I can't wait to see, personally, Grim. I'll share a photo of the yarn. Please, I would love to see. Next scarf for Knit the Rainbow is underway! Also share that link. What it's called. Share that link in chat if anybody wants to. Okay, thank you. If anybody wants to and has idle hands and has time and materials to donate their time and materials to making knit or crochet items for LGBTQIA youth whom are not currently in a housing situation. Yeah. Winter items, they're needed. Well, you always make me cry on your chat. I didn't even show you the advertisement for my cat being hungry. But I can. I think I still have no. He came out for the snackies. He came out for snackies already. I was about to say, did I give him the snackies that Katie gave him? Yeah, I did give him snackies. He came for snackies last time. Poor baby. I'm using my cat to solicit donations. Yes, yes, China, if you hadn't seen that. You guys tried to stop me from typing that. It's very pretty glued. The kittens are off to the vet. Oh, these poor hungry babies. These poor hungry babies. They're so poor and hungry. And they're going to get fixed. Because you don't need your babies making more babies. Felix tried to eat his way out. That checks. That checks. As a Texan, these kinds of programs are very important. Yes, they are very important. He was so hungry he tried to eat his carrying case. You don't want your babies making more babies. Also, we're back to the Wookiee hole. Just not a euphemism. Not to put him back in that one. No. Because he'll eat it. Do not climb on the rocks. Dinosaurs bite. Yes, dinosaurs bite. Don't climb on the rocks. Babies make more babies because then there'd be even more hungry babies. And what are you supposed to do with even more hungry babies when you already have hungry babies? Ah! The conundrum. When your hungry babies make hungry babies, and then the hungry babies make more hungry babies. To be fair, they're only hungry because they have surgery. Today. They're only hungry because they have surgery today. Okay? Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Don't you climb the rocks because the dinosaurs will eat you. Or each other. This one kind of gives Godzilla vibes. I don't know. The weird, like, upright position. Usually there's a bit more downright before upright. You know what I mean? That's a man in suit design. Yeah. Almost looks like a parent scolding a child for inviting visitor. Vibe. Vibe. That's vibe right there. Okay, is this a Gil? I feel like this is Gil. I might do one more and then Gil. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, one more and then Gil. Makes it safer for the anesthesia. Yeah. Ah, I like the fact that it looks like, you know, this, but has dinosaurs. I don't know. I have dino nuggets. I could eat them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have soup for lunch. But do you have a dino nuggy bikini? No, I also don't have a dino but nuggy bikini. Mostly because I don't wear bikinis. They don't fit right on my body. And plus I have a really weird sensitivity to lower cut items. Also, it's just, you know, we just talked about how weirdly proportioned my body is. It just never works out right to fit. I do love them. Hey, look! I want to touch it. I want to touch it with my hands. Whoa! Was this at the same place? This is a lovely collection. If it's time to take your meds, take your meds. If it's time to take your meds, take your meds. If it's time to take your meds and you haven't taken your meds, if it's time to take your meds, take your meds. I can't wear one pieces either, Rib Muncher. Because of the no torso situation. Because I have weird proportions, a one piece is gonna be real loose at the bottom. I got that snake body. Oh, Twitch crafts. I'm 73% leg. I am 6 feet tall. Not that you can tell when I'm sitting down. Because my torso is only this much of me. Whereas most of me is, legs. So the top of my hip bones is right here, which is only 1 inch from my ribs. Is that when you're, fully extended? When I'm fully extended. I am 6 feet tall. When you're standing, because, you compress over the day. Yes, I do. I have a condition. I'm the opposite. Long torso, short legs. My hip bones are here. The bottom of my ribs is directly over them, like less than 1 inch. But because my hips are so long, like my hip bone specifically is quite long. That means that no bathing suits fit. Not the ones for the type of body I was given. They're 6 feet tall first thing in the morning. No, if I lay down or stretched out my back, I'm 6 feet tall. It's just I need to not. Has to make myself stand properly, yeah. Yeah. So I have a condition where my connective tissues don't work properly as connective tissues. And so I can move in ways where your bones shouldn't move. Basically, I'm what would have been employed as a contortionist back in the day. Gal compressed herself to my height, which is concerning. Yes. I had a really strange growth spurt. Wore boy shorts with bikini top. You know, I feel like a lot of people did. My sister did that. Actually, all of her friends did that too. I love this shop. That's a cool gift shop. Ooh, and then the yarn in question. Ooh. That's gonna be pretty. Treat that boy! Summons Haku. Why are we summoning Haku? We already gave him your treats today, Mira. This is Codex's yarn. Something you say in Bolt of Bad Bones. Yeah. So I have a condition that means I can basically contort myself into other shapes. So, instead of... So, I do this thing where it's not... I thought he didn't show up for them. Did I miss attempt number 2? He had treats today. And he had, oh wait, no, he didn't show up for Mira's treats. That's the one that I was forgetting. I thought I was forgetting treats. See if we can summon him. Haku! Haku, Haku, Haku! Haku, Haku, Haku! You can't hide in the closet forever, sir! Cozy in my closet! He's back in my closet where all of my like long stuff is. Haku! Yeah. If you see me type weird things in chat today, it's because of this guy. Or we'll leave him here for him for later. He's such a cutie, guys. He wants to type. He wants to type messages. He's like, no comment. Just hep purrs. Just purrs. Just purrs. Just purrs. He's such a cutie. 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 I heard the purrs. I heard the purrs, Ume. Yeah, he's sweeping. Haku is sweeping. No, I sleeping. He's sleeping. I had to go pet him. I had to go pet him. Haku! Last attempt. Haku! Treats! It's like, oh, treats, I'm coming. I'm coming. For treats, I'll come. He's like, I will come for treats. Treats are delicious. Do you see the skeleton hand touching his butt? The skeleton hand's touching the butt. Yes. Baby. Are you sleepy? Are you a sleepy boy today? Yeah, is there something outside you're looking at? Here he is. Here he is. He's a precious boy. We love a good cat typing on a keyboard. I can't move to look though because I have a cat on my lap. I can't do anything. I've got an orange boy on my lap. Joe, orange boy. He's getting hair everywhere. Even though you can't move. Yes, I can't move to pause raids, but... Hi, zombie mama! How are you? There you go, I can pause raids. I'm back. Welcome back, Ariella. Crafting is done. The cat is here. Obviously. We can't move. There's a cat. Had to take a call from my doctor about a fight with a student a hack. I hope it went okay. Oh, he likes a good scratch on his chin. Student health randomly decided no drugs costing more than $250 are covered for any reason ever. Good luck, bye. Oh no. Heck. Well, good thing we have a doctor in chat. So fun for me and my $10,000 medication. Why is medication so expensive? Oh, Haku. It's a scam. Yeah, it is a scam. Indeed. Scam stops my intestines from bleeding, so... Yeah, it's kind of a thing where, like, you can't... It's like, you can't do without, but they charge so much for it, so it's like... Hi, Adder Twist, welcome in. That's incredibly rough. Yeah. You don't need that. Yeah. Need it now. That's my issue. Heck! That sucks, eh? Does it help when there's a sweet orange boy? Doesn't help your intestines from bleeding, but it helps your mood improve, I'm sure. For a medication, yes. Yes, Twitchcrafts. That should be illegal. Yeah, it would be illegal. It should be illegal. So I can sympathize, but not empathize, you know. Yeah, I get it. You can't just randomly stop taking it. It would be one thing if they said, you can't start taking it, but I've been on it for 5 years. Yeah. You can't just stop taking it. You can't afford that. No one can afford that medication over the counter, like over without insurance. Like, who could afford that? Not many people. Sorry, I was getting the fur out of your whiskers. I'm sorry. Pretty sure literally 0 people buy this drug. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's expensive. It's like no one's gonna take that if they don't have to. Company charity programs for the uninsured. Yeah. Aku's needy, apparently. Baby needs cuddles. Baby needs cuddles, everyone. Not much less expensive and very delicate to slightly change your formula. These injections, yeah. Maybe what, huh? I am asking once again for people to let me hold their cats like babies. Would that be you? Or Haku? Oh, right, both. Yes. I love how China's like, maybe I need cuddles. Haku, are you good, bro? Oh, Haku, you're so orange. You're so orange. I know, you falled over. I know you falled over. Like, ma'am, I tried to get on the desk and I failed. I'm gonna try again. He's just a tail, guys. He is so silly. He is so silly. Are you gonna drink out my cup? That is a really weird way to get across the desk, my dude. Hello. Hello. Hi, Super Naco Taco. Company insurance point the finger at each other and nobody pays. Yeah. Come hold socks, but A, probably quite a ways, and B, she tends to not like strangers. Yeah, you could hold my cat. You saw the pictures of when JC came over, and he was just like, ooh, new human can pet. I love new human. He is fine as long as he's not outside. He doesn't like outside. That's all. It's like getting him somewhere else that would be the problem. Which is funny because when we adopted him, the shelter was like, he's really shy. Like, we were like, hey, can we see Garfield? That was his name, yeah. At the shelter. We changed it for obvious reasons. And they were like, yeah, just, no, he's really shy and will not, let anyone touch him or, like, be around anyone. So he'll probably just stay in a corner. And so, we went into the room, like, the meeting room where you can, pet the animals and stuff. And, he, like, at first was, yeah, very, like, in the corner, like, trying to hide. And then he, like, came behind the chairs, which we weren't sitting in the chairs, we were sitting on the floor. And, he came around the chairs and around the corner, and then he, like, hid behind me. I was sitting on the floor, and he hid behind me. Like, behind my back. And, like, he just stayed back there. And she came in to check on us, and he was, like, just behind me. He's like, oh, he usually doesn't, like, come near people when they hang out with him. And I was like, okay. And so he was behind me, and then, we were just hanging out, and, she left, and we were still hanging out, and he, like, crawled up onto my lap. And he was like, okay, I like this person. Apparently I was the first person that he would interact with at all at the shelter. Other than, like, getting pets in his cage. She marched up to me and flopped over for belly rubs instant adopt. Yeah, we went into the cat room, and Haku was, like, they have, like, the plexiglass, like, doors on them. And Haku was real hard for us. He, like, didn't react to anyone else who was there. And he was just, like, aggressive. Aggressive scratches on the door. Excellent impression. He's, like, trying to push his nose out of one of the little holes. It was funny because we were like, we just finished up at the shelter, and JC texted me like, everyone in my chat misses you, and I was just like, JC, you know what I'm doing today. I can't come into chat, you know what I'm doing. And rubbed her face on my, first on my roommates. Oh, I know. I just wanted to tell you. Yeah, it was very, very cute. It was very cute. So yeah, he was really adamant. When we came in, like really, really, really adamant that he needed. I mean, his brother was also really excited to see us, but not in the same way. Because Haku's brother was at the same shelter. There was only the two left in the litter. The two orange boys. So, tough decision, but we are happy we went with Haku. We didn't even get his brother out of the cage. Like, we were looking for a cat that would be fine being an only cat. So the difference between the two was Haku was very, very much like, yeah, I want you to pet me, and I catnipped me. I was like, okay, no more pets now. And then Haku's, they were like, this cat is going to be better, as a single cat. We were like, yeah, that's gonna work for us. Can't have two cats. But he also, his personality was more Yeah, you liked us. And then we brought him home, and he acted like he owned the place immediately. You know how some cats are like timid, they hide for a while? Haku was just like, okay, I guess I live here now. Flopped right down on the couch, long boy. Like, the day after we got him, there's a picture of him, like the day we got him, there's a picture of him just laying, like, fully stretched out across the whole of our couch. Like, yep, this is my place now. He's still scared of everything, including his own shadow. Oh, yeah. So he knew his people. Ding dang time you brought me home to my castle. Yes. And the whole reason we started this was me saying that, yeah, Haku's not weird about people. Surprisingly, despite the fact that the shelter said that he was shy. JC came over. I snuck JC over. We were going out for pizza, but I snuck JC over to pet my cat. And Haku was just like, oh look, another human that will pet me. He doesn't care about people. He just doesn't like to go outside. Oh look, another human with hands. Hands that can pet me. I think it's also, JC, that he smelled your cats on me before. You know, because of the amount of times that I've come over to your house and aggressively petted your cat. Cats. He's like, oh, I know those smells. I know those smells. Hid for like a day or so, maybe just a few hours. Like, he came out relatively quickly to make friends. Aw, and then Bug proceeded to spend the past 15 years being the snuggliest, lovingest man ever to exist. Oh. Traveled so much with me that he owns the place after he checks it out. Yeah. That's where the smell came from. This human. Hi, Gato. How you doing? Once had a cat that was labeled deaf because he failed every single hearing test they did. Yeah, I got him home and within 10 minutes we figured out he was not deaf. He was just a stubborn little guy. It's my little man, just a little baby who literally needed to be swaddled and carried around like a baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Haku's just a house tiger. And when my partner moved in, probably a good 8 years ago now, Tug adopted him too pretty much immediately. Oh, oh. Hi, Gato. We're talking about our Gatos. Yeah. We're talking about how our cats are, how we got our cats. It's cute fun times. Cute fun times. Cute fun times. Where doth hast? There is an alert. I have no idea where it is. And I'm like, yo. 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 Well, where they at? It was so funny how I found out too. Fox, one of my spouses, sneezed in a different room, and our cat was like, OMG, what the heck was that? You stay here, I'll investigate. That's funny. Oh yeah, Tugger loves his mama. They have a whole ritual when Sean gets home from work and Tug comes to get scoped up into his chest for cuddles. Oh, We got Bowser as a little kitten, and someone at work had a litter of kittens and was trying to find homes for them. We got pictures of the litter, and I was like, that one! Bowser had a flat-looking head, which became a thing. Aww. Bowser's a sweetie. Yeah, Haku was 10 months old when we got him. So he was still technically a kitten, but he was the size of a full cat. And continued to grow. And is quite large to this day. Yeah, it's quite large to this day. And we have a tendency to forget that he's large, and then we see a normal sized cat. We're like, is our cat really that big? Yep. Yep. See a normal sized cat, and you're like, heck, our cat is big. Gotta go now. Thank you once again for everything. Thank you for hanging out with us. You stay awesome. We're happy to have you anytime. Any questions at all? I'm sure someone around here has an answer. 73% leg over here calling Haku out. I know, but he is so long. And you forget about it. It's like, you know, if you only see humans that are one length, and then suddenly you see a human my length, you're gonna be like, whoa. I'm not judging him, I'm just saying. If you only look at long boys, when you encounter a heckin' normal sized cat, you're like, whoa. Whoa. That's a tiny cat. I had Draka the first time. I was still really heartbroken about losing Orchid a month or two prior, but Draka's face was so dumb that I couldn't stop laughing. How's for the showing? So off to podcast land I go. Good luck. Fingers crossed, everyone, for Graham and Codex and Fox. May their house sell. May this be the showing that ends all showings. Yes. All of your fingers. Even your toes if you're able to cross them. We shall update when we get news. Yeah, so many loves. Good luck. So sad though, because I think he needed a little more time with his mom. He had fleas too, which ended up spreading some to some family dogs, and they blamed it on the boarding place. Heck. I was like, guys, Bowser definitely had fleas when we picked him up. Yeah. His foster mama ended up hanging out more. She was an old friend I hadn't talked to in years, and now like 7 years later, she's one of my BFFs. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute story, though. I remember when we had Bowser and he was small. We'd look at normal cats and be like, you monsters! It didn't work too well across his body. I can do that. I can turn into a pretzel for you, Grumbo. I could turn into a pretzel for you. But it is time to find somewhere to raid, and I think, hold on, I think the raid train has started for Boobtober. Let me check. That would be a lovely place to go. I want some soup. I want some soup. Let's see. No, it might start later today. I'm not 100% sure. What time this is. Okay, it's later. I think it's later. I think it's later in the day. I think it doesn't start till later, although I'm not sure if this is my time, right? Yeah, 7 and 12 a.m. Yeah, that's the the 19th. This is the 17th. Wow. I thought it started today. Crazy. Also, soup. Yeah, soup. Let me see who's on. Let me see who's on. Who's doing what? Because I'm hungry. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you too, Air Knight. It's been a while since we went on over to our lovely friend Danielle Allard for some music. If anyone's interested, they're doing a fundraiser currently that I wanted to be a part of, but I had to turn down because it was smack in the middle of Boobtober, so I think it would be just fitting if we raided on over to say hey. The fundraiser that they're doing was introduced to me by a lovely friend. Let me get the stuff that they sent me in DMs so I can show you the lineup. Because it's a good lineup. Where you at? Where you at? Why can't I see? Why can't I see? Why can't I see? I'm really bad at seeing the things. There we are. I was about to say. I just wanted to show you the lineup. It's benefiting music therapy services. It's called the Sunshine Fund. So it started today with Chris of the Cyber Bard, then Eddie Brown Music, Danielle Allard, Kevin's Cafe Live, Kim Marie Sky, E-Flat Guy, Cass the Human.
I just eat it all the time without even stopping.
Welcome to new friends.
You get fat.
No, why would I get fat?
Bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat?
Delicero Music. Saving Kel. Ooh, a fellow Kel. Boston, Oregon. The Only Street Lamp. Alyssa Sketches. The friend who introduced me to it. Hi, Tiny Mama Fox. How are you? Taki Trina Tunes. The Carrot. Jomsy. Emily Plus Everything. Info X Czar. Nari by Nature. Wild Moon. Jim Lutz Music. Maker Plays. Calm Down, I'm Trying. John Oakwood. Friend and Frieden and Friends. Chasing Dragonflies. Andrea Cannon Guitar. And we will be raiding into this. Our dearest friend Danielle Allard is currently where they are on this raid train event. We'll also do a shout out for our friend who had asked me to be in it. But I was already in the middle of fundraising for Boobtober. Let me type it in here for you. Absolutely amazing friend. Does a lot of music content. We love it. There you go. And if you want to support, I'm sure there is one in Danielle's channel. But if you're interested, right here. Right here. Right there. And we're gonna raid on over to Danielle Allard, who is also fundraising for it today. But a lot of our friends are a part of this event. So it would be cool to raid on in. But first we're gonna thank the thanks. Mazelyn and Tiny Mama Fox, thank you for the follows. I want to thank Codex for the resub, Golganek for the resub. I want to thank Zytheria for the raid, and I want to thank Glued with Gold, Zay, Ume, Rainbow, JC, Ariella, Crash, Gremlin, and Codex for keeping our community safe. Wow, it's really weird when like all of your mods show up and the mod list is like super long. Weird. Weird. I also want to thank Werewolf for ordering a dumpling cat. I also want to thank Glued for the $10 donation and Katie for the $20 donation. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me today, whether you're here chatting or lurking in the bathroom. So I love you. I appreciate you. I'm very proud of you for whatever you did say, whether it was big or small. And I will see you all on Monday. But until then, I love you. I know, but like my mod setup is usually not because everybody shows up to stream them, eh? So when that many people shows up to stream, it makes the list really long, and it's kind of funny. I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you. Bye!